Have you ever wondered why some people seem better suited for sales than others? My name is Brian Jeffrey and I'm the president of Salesforce Assessments Ltd. I was recently chatting with a client about the challenges of finding salespeople, or even finding people who wanted to be in sales for that matter. My client's problem was that he simply couldn't determine who he should hire and who he should leave behind. Then he made a very telling comment. If I could only determine the ones that are pre-wired for sales. Man, I thought, pre-wired for sales, what a concept. That got me thinking about my own miserable hiring skills in my earlier years. In fact, I wrote an article about this titled, "Luck is Not a Hiring Tool." I mean, I could have flipped a coin and had the same hiring success rate. That was before I know what I know now. Some people still feel that the biggest indications of being pre-wired for sales is a person's personality. Extroverts were supposed to make the best salespeople because they like talking to people. Now that was before we discovered that most of them wouldn't stop talking long enough to let the customer even buy. Now over the years, I've come to learn that a person's temperament and not their personality is often a greater predictor of whether or not a person is pre-wired for sales. That's why our sales temperament assessment is based on temperament and not personality. Now, if you're confused as to the difference between personality and temperament, you're not alone. So here's a very short explanation I hope we will find helpful. Personality is similar to temperament in that both are developed at a very early age and generally don't change very much over the years. Think of personality as being the distinctive qualities or characteristics of a person, while temperament is a measure of how that person naturally responds and reacts to the world around them. You're born with a particular temperament, while your personality is the product of your social environment to a great extent. Put even more simply, your personality is who you are and your temperament is how you operate. Basically, if your brain was a computer, your temperament would be the hardware and your personality would be the software. That's it. I told you it was a short explanation. What I've discovered in my research over the past 20 plus years or so is that different selling situations require different sales personalities. The same temperament that allows a person to naturally do cold calls, open new accounts, or pioneer new sales areas isn't appropriate for a sales situation that requires account management, retail selling, team selling, or a high degree of client service. Temperament is important. If a person has the right temperament for a particular selling situation, it will be natural for that person to do what is required to succeed. If the right temperament is combined with the proper sales and product knowledge training, then that person can likely become a top performer. On the other hand, if a person's temperament is not well suited for a particular selling environment, he'll find the job difficult and a chore. Who likes to do chores? Certainly I don't. The person may succeed, but it's going to take a lot of effort. So what's the bottom line here? Well, you're probably looking at all kinds of people who may or may not be pre-wired for sales, but you don't know it. We're offering you a screening tool that can help you determine who you should consider hiring and who you should simply leave behind. If you haven't already done so, why not take the sales temperament assessment for a test drive today? It won't cost you a penny, and we'd like the opportunity to earn your business. Thanks for watching.